Episode 2, Clearing Your Vision with a Yoga and Mindfulness Practice. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 2. I am Wendy Reese Hartman, and our process today is really about being willing to going inside to see with true vision. I know that sounds a little woo-woo, but stay with me for a second. If you have a pillow or a blanket that you can sit on, I invite you to do that. Gives your hips a little bit of a lift. It's much kinder on your hips and knees. And as always, if your knees, for any reason, do not like sitting like this, or your hips, you can always stretch out one leg or both legs. But come to a comfortable seated position for you. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And begin to follow your breath as it moves in and out of the body. There's nothing to do or change or fix. It's a simple observation of the quality of the breath as it moves in and out. And begin to turn inward. There is a place of stillness and peace within all of us, even if it's hard to remember or seems impossible to find. It is there. Helen Keller said, "To be blind is bad, but worse is to have eyes and not see." Being self-absorbed and taking for granted those we care about is really what she's talking about, being blind and not seeing. To be so focused on our problems, to take everything very personally, to think everything is about us, and to forget that every single person around us is human too. They all have their own struggles. They all have their own joys. And they too are worrying about their lives and most likely taking things personally themselves. They don't have time to think about others' problems, just like we don't either. And that is how we create that internal blindness. But if we are willing to bring deep appreciation for our lives, for the people in our lives, even when the lessons that we're being presented with seem less than the best, there's always opportunities to find beauty and to find love and to find the lessons for growth in everything. And that brings us to a willingness to see, to truly see, to look at the world differently. Bring the palms together in front of the heart. Bow the head down, honoring the light that is in you, the light that is all around you. And let's start on our hands and knees. So if you have that blanket, it's always very lovely to open it up and to keep that under your knees as a little extra cushion. Starting off kneeling, you want the center of your knees to be in line with the front of the hip bones. And then as you bring the hands down, they are directly underneath the shoulders. The shoulders pull back onto the back just a little bit. Inhale, let the rib cage go down as the face and the tailbone lift up. And then as you exhale, round the back, looking at the knees. Inhale, melt down. This opens the vertebra to the floor. And as you exhale and round the back up, it opens the vertebra to the ceiling. We call these cat-cow stretches because you're rounding up like a Halloween cat, and as you're melting down, it's like an old saggy cow. 2 more. Last one. Inhaling to melt down and exhaling to round up. We come back into table and slide your right leg back. Keep the toes on the floor for a second. Engage the abdominal muscles and lift the leg up. From here, see if you can reach the left arm up so you have opposite arm and leg. One more breath. Bring the hand down. Take your right foot across off of the mat and tuck the toes under. Look back at the foot. So you're getting a nice big stretch in through the side body on the right side. Bring the knee back in. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale to melt the back down. Exhale to round the back up. 2 more of these cat-cow stretches. Coming into table, slide your left leg back and then lift it up. Once you have your balance here, slide the right arm up. The palm faces to the left side of the mat. 2 more breaths. Placing the right hand down, take your left foot across the mat over onto the right side, off of the mat. Dig the ball of the foot in and look back at the heel. Getting a nice stretch in the left side body. Bringing the knees back in. Open your knees wider than your shoulders. The big toes come together. Sit back onto the heels and stretch the arms forward, dropping the head down. Child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Walk the hands back up. Bring your knees together. Come up onto the knees. Take your right leg out to the side. Right hand just rests on the leg very lightly. Left arm reaches up and you stretch over, letting the right arm slide towards the foot. And the left arm is reaching to where the wall and the ceiling meet on your right. Bringing it back in. Bringing the knee in, taking the left leg out, left hand rests on the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. Bringing it back up, bringing the knee back in, and we can move that blanket off of the mat for just a moment, coming onto your back with the knees bent and the heels directly underneath the knees. Your knees are true hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders back and you create a little tunnel for your spine and then lift the hips up. So if I were to show this to you sideways, the heels are under the knees, the shoulders roll back, and the hips lift. Release the hips down. Hug the knees into the chest. Stretch the arms out to the side. Lift the feet just a little bit and drop the legs over to your right, keeping the left shoulder down on the floor. And you can look out to your left. That gives you a little deeper of a stretch. Bring the knees back up. Take it over to the left, keeping the right shoulder down on the floor, and you can look to the right this time. Bring your right hand all the way across And use that to push yourself back up. You can move your blanket back onto the mat to have a seat. Closing your eyes, begin to follow the breath, again, as it moves in and out of the body, turning inward to that still place within you. We bring intelligence to the cellular body through stretching, and to the physical body through sustaining of stretches with the breath. Once awakened, intelligence can reveal its dynamics. Its ability to discriminate and to discern. We strive for equal extensions to achieve balance and stability, measuring each side against each other. Upper against lower, front against back. This precise process of measuring is the apprenticeship or cultivation of intelligence. This intelligence brings a deeper wisdom that expands our vision beyond our wildest imagination. We'll bring the palms together in front of the heart. It has been an honor and a pleasure to guide you. Thank you for that opportunity. As you move forward through the rest of your day, bring gratitude, appreciation for everything that life presents you. And in doing this, we start to seek that balance. We start to seek the exploration of what is there, what is possible. And in doing that, we cultivate that true vision. Until next time, you all, infinite love and gratitude. Be whole.